Craving French fries? Well, these low-carb jicama, yes, jicama fries are crispy, crunchy, and delicious. They may be what you're craving, and you may not go back. Welcome to our kitchen in Keto with Kenny. So today we're making jicama fries. I've been craving French fries and on a low-carb, ketogenic diet. Carbs are no-no, so French fries full of potatoes, full of carbs. So we're going to take a jicama, which has a light, crisp flavor to it. We're going to peel it, we're going to boil it for 10 minutes. You can do it in a microwave if you want to, but sometimes that just doesn't get everything set the way you want to, because we still want soft and crispy on the outside. So we're going to cook it, boil it for 10 minutes, then we're gonna rinse all that starch that it's cooked out. It's not a lot of starch. If you look at it regular, yes, it does have a lot of starch, but because it has fiber in that balances out, and we're looking probably about 4.5, 5 grams of carbs per serving, which is a great size set. We're going to coat it with some avocado oil, salt, a little seasoned salt, some pepper, Parmesan cheese, onion powder, and paprika to taste, and then we're going to crisp it off. I have a option with my oven that does an air fry, so I'm going to use the air fry in that. If you don't have that with your oven, you can just use a bake, and then you can also use a low broil there towards the end. You just have to be careful not to burn them. And then if you have an air fryer, it works really great in there as well. So let's get started. We're going to peel the jicama, and it is not an easy piece to peel. It's a lot larger than a potato. I won't make you stay and watch the whole thing, so I'll go ahead and get going, and then we'll get back to it. All peeled and ready to cut into our fries. So I'm only going to do half of this because I'm going to use the other half and try to make, get this, jicama mashed potatoes. So I'm going to save those off to the side, and we'll see if we can make a version of mashed potatoes with the jicama too and how well it works. Nice French fry shapes. We're just going to cut all these up. And we're going to place them into a pan of a little bit of salted water and then cook them for 10 minutes. Like I said, we're just trying to let that little bit of extra starch and carbs boil out, and then we're going to rinse them off. So I've got myself a little pan. I'm just going to place them all in. We're going to add some water just to cover. Just a little bit of water to cover. We're going to place it on our stove top and sprinkle just a little bit of salt in there. Bring it to a boil, set for 10 minutes. Like I said, we still want it to have firmness. We're not looking to go mush, not yet. We're gonna use that for our mashed potato sets. That'll be another video later on. So we've got 10 more minutes, and as soon as they're ready, I'll pull them off. We'll show you what we're gonna do next. I cooked my jicama sticks just a little longer than the 10 minutes. They've been about 15 to 18 minutes. Kind of in that time frame. I did have some little thicker ones, so I tested it just to make sure that they still kind of came apart, but were holding up. I'm not looking for much. So we're gonna pull them off the stove top. We're going to put them in the sink and a strainer. We're gonna rinse them off really well, and then we're gonna place a towel down, and we're gonna pat dry them all so that we can make sure that our seasonings stick to it with a little bit of oil to do set. And I've already got a sheet pan ready for us with a little bit of a liner, and then we'll get those into the oven. The oven is set at 450 on my air fryer setting. So let's pull those off and let's get going. I did make a little change while they were boiling. I thought, oh my goodness, what would be perfect for French fries? Garlic. So I threw about a tablespoon of minced garlic in the boil as well, just to help give some more flavor into those fries. So we'll see how that turns out. I'm gonna give it a rinse. Get all of that off. Set us a towel out. We'll just shake that out. Make sure we've got all the water we can. And we're just gonna dump those here right onto that. You can see they're not quite as translucent as fries if they were boiled, but they do look a lot more like French fries. if you boil as you're making mashed potatoes, you can see that it does change that color. Still got that garlic in there. We're just gonna roll around and dry it off the best we can. The more dry you have it, the easier it is that our oil and our seasonings are gonna stick to it, which will give us that nice little flavor. We're gonna throw in, like I said, that Parmesan cheese to give it some crunch. That way they still have that French fry flavor on the outside, softness on the inside. So there we go, we've got them all dried off. We're just gonna place them into a bowl. We're just gonna dump those all in right there. And I'm gonna grab some rubber gloves. Just makes cleanup a little easier. So, because we're gonna put oil and a whole bunch of our seasonings in together and just mix it all in. Just gonna do a little bit of olive oil, avocado oil, so that we don't add any extra flavor there. We're just gonna do paprika, a little bit of seasoned salt, a little onion powder. Little onion powder goes a long way, so we're gonna be careful on it. A little bit of black pepper. Oh, they smell really good. And we're gonna mix it up, and then we're gonna add our little bit of our Parmesan cheese on top of that. Hopefully, we'll get a nice little coat on all of that. I also like using the rubber gloves when we're dealing with raw chicken. It just makes it easier in the cleanup too. Oh yes. They smell really good. Got that oil on them. See, some of them are a little flexible, so that's gonna get that bend. That's what we're looking for, so that they're nice and soft on the inside. And we'll add our crunch on the outside. Oh yes, there we are. So we're just gonna go ahead and spread them. We wanna make sure that they have a little bit of room so that they're not touching each other, so that the heat gets all the way around into each of those bases, so that it crisps them up nicely all around. That kind of a little, look at that. And pull these off. Set this to the side. And we're just gonna sprinkle a little bit of Parmesan cheese just like that over the top. And if you really wanted to coat it, you could roll those in there as well. But we're just gonna give it just a little bit so it does a nice little crunch there. There's what we've got. We're gonna pose those in the oven, and we're just gonna keep an eye on them. And I'll let you know how long they cook so they crisp up. It's been right about 25 minutes in the oven. So I let them go for about 10 minutes, flipped them over so they crisp on both sides, and then did 10 minutes on each side, and then another 5 minutes just under a little bit of a broil. Not quite 5 under the broil, but definitely enough on the just to see. So let's pull those out and give them a tithe. They do look good. They look like fries, so they smell like fries. Let's give them a taste. So we're just gonna grab a couple and place here on the plate. Got some different sizes there. I don't know if you can hear it, but it's definitely sizzling hot. So we're gonna take a small bite right there. They're good. Maybe boiling a little bit longer. They're still fairly firm inside. The crispness on the outside is really good. Highly recommend. Give it a little bit more time to cook in the boil, and then, like I said, a little bit more underneath, and then they'll be great. If you like what you see, like I said, sometimes things don't turn out exactly the way you want them to. They're definitely not French fries, but when I'm craving something crispy and need to eat along with my burger, my keto buns and burger, these are great to go along. Hit that subscribe button, notified, that way you know what's coming up next, so you can find out that you didn't miss anything, whether it be desserts or savory items. If you like what you see, we'd love to have you on our journey. Here's to health and happiness.